All right, here we are. This is not something I ever thought I'd buy, but this showed up on Craigslist. Guy wanted $9 for it. Now it's not in good running shape as of yet. We got the cord. It's got a two-speed spinning snap switch. The lamination is not good. I mean, it's not in the best of shape, you know. It's definitely unusual to find. It's got the regular looking blades. They're hitting and the motor isn't running fast, so there's some issues with it. The motor does, I don't know if you can see it, but the motor does say Mathis cooler, which is what this is. Let's see if we can... Mathis cooler. Yeah, you see these on eBay. I've never seen one in person. One of the interesting things is it's small. You can see by my big fat stupid orc hand. So it's not as big as I thought, and it's pretty light. I like the blade set. It's hitting the front grate. Here, I'll turn it on. You see what it's doing. So it's hitting a little bit, and it's high off, low off. So what you have to do is you have to take the front grate off to get to the screw. Well, the back grate might not come off at all. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Looks like you can get to the front grate. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens with that. It just kind of looks like the blades might be forward a little too much. You can see that there's a bit of a recess for the shaft. So maybe if you could get the blades back a little bit, they wouldn't hit. That's all. So we're gonna take a look at this one, and it's a pretty neat thing. So we'll see what happens with it. All right, here we are. We got all 10 screws out of the rear grate here. Just a pressed aluminum type deal, I guess, or stainless steel maybe. So that is off. Dust that, clean that a little bit. Here's our motor. You can see it says Mathis cooler on it. It's got oil ports, kind of reminiscent of a universal motor. You see your wooden motor mount in here in the base. And at first I thought maybe this got pushed in, but I don't think so. I think the hitting issue is just the blade is hitting the grate right here, right there. Oh, you can't see that. Right there you can see it. So that's where it's hitting. It's a little on the stiff side. Obviously needs to be clean and oiled. We have cloth wires. You know how big a fan I am of those. They come through the wooden box here up to some automotive type splices to your switch box. So that's all fairly interesting. There must be a coil or something in there. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, that's what we seem to have here. So it's probably a 1-speed motor actuated by a speed coil. So that's what we have. As you can see, we have to go this way to get the front grate off. Yeah, I'm not sure how much, what exactly we're going to do here. So there's some electrical tape here. Not sure why that was there. I just took it off. Not sure what that was for. So yeah, interesting machine. So we'll do a little something else to it. Alright, here we are with the old Mathis cooler. We're gonna see. I got the blades to I think where they're not hitting anymore, and I've dropped a little oil in the oil ports. There's little oil tubes, and let's see what it does. So we're at 1.45. And I think this is an old motor, so it's really supposed to be running somewhere around 67 watts, 60 hertz, 1.03. Runs quiet, it's not hitting. Let's do it to the next speed. It's off. Now it's hitting a little more. So it hits a little bit as it shakes. This must be low. Alright, so it's still buzzing, but it's barely moving on low, which is bad news. It's running 0.78. That's no good. And then, I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's running back up to speed. 1.42. So I don't like that. It's running more power on low, if that's low. And then that's off. And we drop back down. So that doesn't seem to be running properly. Alright, so we might have a problem with the speed coil in there or something. So who knows what will come of this old silly fan. You can take the front grate off through the back, but I don't know that it would come through. I don't know how you get it off of there. The mount, the big wooden mount here, is actually screwed into the case with wood screws, so you might be able to take all that out this way and then service the motor, get the blades off, that kind of thing. I'm a little worried about how it runs on that low speed, so that's the issue. $9 you could probably sell it for parts, right, on eBay. Just list it, get 40 bucks for it or something. So I'm not that worried about it. You know, maybe the motor's good, but the coil isn't. Who knows? So there you go. There's your Mathis cooler. Enjoy. So if we look at this, it's off, high, low, high, and then off again. So that's what I was experiencing. So on high, it's running about 1 amp. This is the low that isn't working right. It's buzzing, but it slows down almost to a stop, which is a problem. Maybe because it needs to be cleaned and it's really low and it's not running because of the motor being kind of bound up. And then we go back to high position. We start running. And again, it's probably going to hit a little bit because I didn't get the blade moved far enough. Shakes a little bit. There's your high speed. There it is hitting again. And then off position. So we're getting there. It might be a combination of, I don't want to bend the blades too much because I don't want them to be that out of balance. So maybe it's just a matter of, if we finally get this apart, pulling the blades back a little bit, but I'm not sure there's a whole lot of room in there if we try to look closely. We're pretty close to the motor over there. Where are we? So I don't know, we'll have to see. We're a little worried about it not running on low. Could be an issue with the coil because it's probably running direct to the motor when it's on high, and then low is through the choke coil. I don't really know. You got me swinging. If you know anything about these old dealies, let me know what you think. All right, there we go.